Hi, in this video, we're going to express 16d squared plus 40d plus 25 as a perfect square trinomial in factored form. Now, all that sounds really complicated, but really all we're saying is we're going to factor it the same way we factored before. So in this case, we're going to use the AC method. Now, our A is 16 and our C is 25. So A times C gives us 400. We're also going to identify our B value. B is the number in the middle, which is going to be a 40. Notice that we're not including the variables in here. It's just the coefficients. So that's why we have just 400 and just 40. No D's are involved. Now we're trying to find two numbers that multiply to 400 and add to 40. So we can make a chart of things that multiply to 400. So 1 times 400, 2 times 200. 3 does not go into 400, so we skip it. 4 times 100. 5 is times 80. 6 does not work, so we skip it. 7 does not work, so we skip it. 8 is going to be multiplied by 50. 9 doesn't work. 10 is going to be multiplied by 40. 11 doesn't work. 12 doesn't work. 13 doesn't work. 14 doesn't work. 15 doesn't work. None of those work. Now, though, we can get down to 16, and that'll be times 25. 17 does not work. Neither does 18 or 19. 20, though, gives us 20. Now, because we got to a number where the next number is already included, 20 is on both sides, we can stop. Also, we see 20 and 20 totally add up to the 40 we were looking for. So remember, what does this mean? Well, we're going to take our 16d squared and carry it down, and our 25 and carry it down. But then we're going to split the plus 40d into two pieces. Because our chart gave us 20 plus 20 and 20 times 20 to give us our two values, right? We can split 40d into 20d and 20d. This allows us to be able to factor by grouping. Now, remember, factoring by grouping means that you are looking at the first two terms together and the last two terms together. What can I pull out of both 16d squared and 20d? I can actually factor out a 4 and a d from those. When I do that, I am left with 4d plus 5. Now, I can repeat this with my second pair. 20d and 25 share a greatest common factor of 5. So I put a plus sign. Don't forget that's there. 5. And when I factor that out, I'm going to end up with 4d plus 5. Now, because I have 4d plus 5 in both of my terms, I can now factor that out from both of the terms I have. And that leaves me with 4d plus 5 like that. Now, what's interesting about this is that that's repeated, right? It happens twice. So instead of writing it in this format, we'll write it as 4d plus 5 in the parentheses squared. Because it's multiplied by itself, it's the same thing as squaring. And that's why we say that this is a perfect square trinomial.